Hello, today I'm going to change the brake line that runs from near the rear axle to the front of the cab on a 2003 Ford F150, and disconnect the fitting there. The line runs underneath the truck all the way at the front. It's connected from that bracket there. And we disconnect it from the bracket right there. I'm going to go from that fitting, come all the way up by the fuel filter to this brake line fitting. There's a 15mm on the right side and a 13mm on the left. We're just going to take the hose apart there. So we got the brake line apart here. Just use some PV blaster to help break up the rust to get that line off. Now we got to get the other side. Alright, I'm with the brake hose back here by the rear tire. Fought with this one for a long time. Really rusty. Stripped it with the flare wrench. Finally broke it free with some channel locks. So now we're good to go. We can get this thing off. It's loose. Once we get it all off, we can replace the whole line. Get this thing up and running. Once you get it free, you just feed out the old line. This one it broke in the middle. We're down at the other end. I'm going to pull out the line, this thing. Pull this line out. You see here is the other connector, but I'm just going to replace it all and take that one apart. Feed the line out. Got the old corroded line out. Let's get a new one. Get the old line out. There it is. There's the connector that I just left together. I'm gonna replace it. I found some replacement line at NAPA. We got new fitting here, 2 lines. I just molded it to the same. Bent the line, molded it to the same. It's a little bit longer, but once I put it in, I'll mold it around and it should fit right in. There's our NAPA brake lines. 13mm and 10mm, tighten it up. So when you start running your line, run it behind the wires and then just run it all the way back. So from the rear axle side, your flare wrench, 10mm, tighten it up with the new line. And make sure you get all your lines behind all the fuel lines. So you want to make sure it's in all those clips, routed the way you want it. Make sure you get up around all those fuel lines. Route it so it's on that clip. So to tighten up this new fitting, it was a 15mm and the factory line was 15mm, so just tighten up these fittings, snug them up. Here's a 15mm The 10 millimeter, tighten this up. Now it's all back together. So we got the aftermarket. We gotta build our own line. So we got this fitting to the line. And it kind of just wrap around the excess. It fits right in the bracket. Now we're just gonna bleed the brakes. Brake line replaced. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you out, leave in the comments below.